Well, most of the time they wonder what the hell free running is, but until I show them, they're quite dumbfounded. They're amazed. I mean, reactions are always different. Most of the time, jaws drop to the ground, so feels kind of cool.
What you see in front of you is a staircase located in a shopping mall parking lot. What they see, on the other hand, is an instrument to perfect their tricks. From slides to flips, they'll turn urban infrastructure into a theater. They're called freerunners, and these are their playgrounds. Parks, picnic tables, bicycle racks, rooftops, you name it, and they'll turn it into their toolbox. Their training consists of countless hours of practice in the gymnasium and a lot of concentration. Constantly challenging the laws of physics and pushing their body beyond its known limits, they can sometimes make minor miscalculations which lead to major consequences. This is their story.
Well, the difference between freerunning and parkour is that parkour is the most efficient way to get from point A to point B. Freerunning, on the other hand, is like, it's an art pretty much, because you use your body to do movements and flips that look good, feel good, and like use flow. So it's just all about like making it look good, and use your body to do movements that people would think are physically impossible.
My biggest fear is obviously messing up, but I've had a few tricks that I've messed up on in the past, which have affected me now. So when I go to do those same tricks, my mind goes back to that scenario and I kind of hesitate before I do it. I'm not comfortable with backflips anymore because, one incident I was on a wood structure and the wood cracked as I flipped. Landed straight on my head on the concrete. That wasn't too pretty.
Well, personally, I've only been hurt twice and the injuries weren't even that bad. I just rest whatever's hurting, put some ice, sometimes I take ice baths. I'd say the most common injuries are to your wrists and ankles, because whenever you land using your feet, and if you don't land correctly, then that could affect your ankles. And sometimes when you mess up a trick, you also try and stop yourself using your hands. And if you don't land properly and put too much weight on it, you can sprain them or break your wrist or something like that. So that's probably the most common injury. And to recover from it, well, that depends on what the injury is, because there's a big difference between like breaking your ankle or just, damaging it a little. For competitions, when they have to compare one to another, they usually compare on the flow of the movements, the difficulty of the tricks, and the execution of the tricks.
What advice do you have for new runners?
Well, I tell them to just be persistent, because when you're freerunning, it's always about getting better and being persistent. Like, you're not always gonna land your tricks first try. You have to keep trying and train hard. And I'd suggest them to find a gym, gymnastics center or something like that, where they can train on mats or do it safely, maybe learn into sand, but anywhere to do it safely, because learning new tricks on cement can be painful.